Who's going to win here tonight at Texas Motor Speedway? It's top 32, only 28 drivers, so that means the top 4 qualifiers. James Dean, Frederick Osbo, Matt Kaufman, and that of Odie Bakshish. We'll not see action until top 16. Beautiful day here in Texas. Our hearts and thoughts and prayers are with those in Florida right now and during Hurricane Irma, but right now, another Florida resident right now, Alec Honadel throws it in as Jeff Jones is in tow. This is our first battle of top 32. Alec Honadel lighten those Nexen tires through that power alley, Ryan. That's what you're talking about. The larger area, it creates what I seem to be more of a fluid power alley. Fairly similar setups, both S14s, both supercharged V8s. So it just comes down to driving prowess. Who's got the more reliable car? Who's going to throw down a more gangster run? Jeff Jones in that lead position gets quickly settled into place about the second hash mark around that first clip. Some quick correction of the front wheel, filling the outside zone. Look at Alec Honadel diving in, taps the brakes, set himself up for potential success. Going into that outer zone is Jones, and Honadel is right there, mirroring him everywhere he goes. Well done. Slide him left for Jones, slide him right for Honadel. And there it is. Alec Honadel gets the victory, and Alex Hilbrun. And then you got the Latvian driver of Christoph Zblush. And here we go. Christoph Zblush out front, initiating both of them, tit for tat. Looks like Christoph throws some more angle at it past that Black Magic Intense front clip. Filling an outer zone through the power alley. You can see Hilbrun, looks like grabs another gear there, gains some traction, gains some ground. But Christoph's known for having a rocket ship of a car. Now Hilbrun, Inca Madness Racing, field suspension, Nitto tires, throws it out there. And Hilbrun, a wide swing, he's gonna tighten it up nicely on that front clip, well executed, but cannot shake Christoph Zblush. Hilbrun actually having more angle. Christoph's making a correction, wrapping around that front clip. Now get in that outer zone. Alex Hilbrun gets out there. Okay, so indecisive are all 3 judges. So it's a one more time battle. And looks like we have a clean start. No cones hit through the start chicane. Let's see how Christoph does out front. Boom, fills that rear clipping zone. Hilbrun quickly getting to the side of his competitor of Christoph Zblush through the power alley. Looks like Hilbrun shortening up his angle to gain some ground. Christoph filling that outside zone, about the second hash mark there. On it here, advancing on into the top 16. The winner will be going against Chelsea DeNova in the top 16. Hilbrun initiates, Christoph Zblush right there. Good angle, look at that, mimicking Hilbrun. Tight job on that front clip. I'm talking about that power alley. And both of them getting in the outside zone, and Christoph goes into the tire wall. We'll see how it ends up right now. Slide him left for Hilbrun and right for Christoph Zblush. Christoph's. All right, so right now it's DeNova and Mohan. Chelsea DeNova, BC Racing, Nitto tires, Ford Performance Mustang RTR, going against that Mazda Tricks, built to Apex, Nexen tires, MX-5 of Kyle Mohan. Chelsea DeNova, good job from him about that second hash mark into the power alley. Really showing some dominance here. You can see that loose suspension setup, kind of a signature thing from that RTR camp. Kyle Mohan, very shallow, not getting out to that outside zone. Kyle Mohan out front, Chelsea DeNova in the chase position. Mohan whips it into that first outer zone. DeNova tucking in. A wide swing by DeNova. Getting blinded by the smoke. Stands back on the throttle is DeNova as Mohan just barely dips a tire into that outside zone, and DeNova slide him left for Mohan, slide him right for DeNova. And Chelsea DeNova gets the victory against each other in Seattle. And as you can see, Pollock came out on top. Nate Hamilton got into the wall. Justin Pollock out front. Nate Hamilton in the chase position. Quick little feint into that first rear zone. Nate Hamilton right there, right on the door of the Mustang. Great angle from Justin Pollock. Coming to the power out. Big angle from Pollock. You can see Nate Hamilton gaining some ground. Getting into that last outer zone. Justin Pollock does that. Nate Hamilton. Here we go. Hamilton out front. Pollock in the chase position. Hamilton initiates. Quickly with some good angle. Looks like Justin Pollock gains proximity quickly into that first front flip. that power alley. Hamilton transitioning into that final rear clipping zone. And Pollock slide him left for Hamilton and right for Justin Pollock. Ryan says JTP one more time, and Andy says Justin Pollock. Justin Pollock gets the victory. Yet to see Farouk compete this year. It's maiden voyage. He's going against Ryan Tuerck. And Farouk. Tuerck throws it into that first outer zone, filling all of it. Farouk in tow. Good angle from Ryan Tuerck. Farouk dropping back quite a bit. Now through that power alley. Ryan Tuerck zeroes in on that front clip, dialing it into that last outer zone. You see a quick little shimmy there. Doesn't get very deep. And looks like we got a clean start. Here we go. Farouk out front. Ryan Tuerck in the chase position. Farouk throws it down. And Ryan Tuerck gaining the proximities right there on the door of Farouk. And Farouk lacking a lot of angle there. Seems like he's having trouble stepping out with that car. And Farouk looks like that is more grip driving than drifting. So unfortunately for Farouk, we're waiting the outcome out here. And so will Ryan Tuerck and the top 16. Gushi and Juha going against each other one time before, with Ken Gushi getting the better of the two. And here we go. Ken Gushi out front. It's a clean start. Juha Rintanen in the chase position. And Ken Gushi, big angle there, nice job. Cannot shake Juha Rintanen. Through that power alley, big angle there from Gushi. Ripping through the power alley, nice job by Gush, gets all the way to the outside zone. All right, here we go, Juha Rintanen. Ken Gushi into that first outer zone. Juha filling that outside zone quickly, but then Ken Gushi took a shallower line. Looks like he allowed himself to gain that proximity and maintain it as well. Juha taking out that front clip now into that outer zone. Oh, Juha Rintanen! Juha Rintanen goes hard into the tire wall. I'm seeing hands outside of the vehicle as Juha, the doors open. Make some noise for Juha Rintanen.
Obviously, he's going to be on the losing end of this one.
So slide him left for Juha, slide him right for Ken Gushi. Ken Gushi advances on. Vaughn Gittin Jr. and Pat Gooden. Chelsea Denofa's already in. He's going to need to go through another Florida driver. This is Pat Gooden. Pat Gooden in the chase position. He's in that gum out. AutoZone, Pennzoil, S13 operated by Huddy Racing. As Vaughn Gittin Jr. fills that outer zone into the power alley. Good transition past that front clip, bring it into that final rear clipping zone. Vaughn Gittin Jr. settles in. Pat Gooden from the start line. And here goes Pat Gooden out front, initiated into that first outer zone. And a sweeping turn. A wide swing from Pat brings it back in about second or third. Hash mark there for Pat. And Vaughn gets it even tighter. Through the power line, Pat Gooden hammering down. Into that last outer zone, shortens it up quite a bit. Pat Gooden, Vaughn Gittin Jr. slide him right for Vaughn Gittin Jr. So Vaughn Gittin Jr. advances on the start line. This is Michael Essa. He's going against Cameron Moore, who is debuting a new car this year. And then he's the butcher out on track as well, because literally he is a butcher if you haven't taken a look. He's got a meat cleaver on the side. He's even got a butcher's apron on his race suit. Here we go, Michael Essa. Big angle there from the gentleman, Michael Essa, into the power alley. Oh, and then Cameron Moore. Looks like he lost drift as he entered into the power alley. Into that final outer zone goes Essa, and Cameron Moore seeming to have some issues there, shortens it up. And here comes Cameron Moore out front. Let's see what Cameron's got. He's got the clean air, boom, right into that rear zone. Michael Essa initiates, good angle, but now look at that, reeling him in. Looks a lot more comfortable out front for Moore. Right on that front clip is Moore. Essa goes a little too deep, takes it out. That might just be enough for Essa. Slide left for Moore, right for Michael Essa. Ryan, Brian, and Andy say Michael Essa. Michael Essa advances on. So our next battle here is Chris Forsberg and Robin Ishida. In that process, came out with the VK56 that took him to a championship last year. And now here we have an all-Z battle. Chris Forsberg initiating into that first rear clipping zone. Robin Ishida in tow. He seems to be right there hanging tough. Now Chris Forsberg into that power alley. Seems to be powering out. Quite a bit. Big angle there from Chris Forsberg. Well executed. Performance surgery on the track. Gets about middle of that outer zone. Fills all of it. And here we go. Robin Nishida out front, initiating into that first outer zone. A straight line approach for Nishida into that sweeping turn. Nishida dials in on that front clip, and now into the power alley. Robin Nishida, Chris Forsberg closing the gap there. Keeping it, seems to me, like a safe distance here, but now dialing it in and bringing it across the finish line. Who's advancing on to the top 16? Slide him left for Nishida or right for Chris Forsberg. Chris Forsberg and Noss entering 370Z. Matt Field, the beast from the Bay. Jonathan Castro, you can see that 3 times going against each other. Here we go, Matt Field, Jonathan Castro. Matt Field out front, the Falcon tires. S14.5, big angle there from Matt Field. A wide swing, can he bring it back? And allowing Jonathan Castro to gain that door-to-door action. Woo. Coming to that power, look at Castro not backing down. He does overshoot that front clip as Matt Field fills all of that outer zone. And here we go, Castro and Field. Jagdo, Metal Dom, Nexen Tires, Toyota Racing, Toyota GT86. Nice job by Castro. Really calm, cool, collected from Castro into the power out. Hammering down, but Castro brings it. Nice job by Castro. All the way to that white line. Who moves on into the top 16. One more time from Ryan. Brian says Jonathan Castro. Andy says Jonathan Castro. Jonathan Castro gets the victory. Peter Vincic, Dan Burkett. And from the start line, they go. Clean start. Peter Vincic rocketing away from Dan Burkett. Let's see if he can gain some ground. And Burkett does, like, see him have some more angle. Into the power alley goes Vincic, and just consistent. I mean, if you listen to the exhaust note, he is not lifting at all. Very fluid all the way through the course. Doesn't get all the way to outside zone. Here we go, Dan Burkett. And Peter Vincic. Burkett now launching out of the hole. Peter Vincic. Mimicking the angle of Burkett, that beautiful looking Supra into the power alley. Both of them tight to that front clip. Get all the way out to that outside zone. And around that final front clip. All right, slide him left for Dan, slide him right for Peter Vincic. And there you have it. Peter Vincic gets the victory.
Both drivers are certainly studs in their own right, so this is a really great way to cap off the top 32.
Out of the gate, launching out, and here we go. Into that first rear clipping zone. Nice job from both the guys. Dean getting a little too close for comfort there. Doing exactly what he needs to do. Apply the pressure to the door of that BRZ. Man, how he is seeing through that smoke signal beyond me. Oh, and Dean gets thrown off. Dean Carney shredding. And here we go. Dean Carney out front. Dai Yoshihara initiates in that chase position. Dean standing on it. Good angle from Dean Carney, tight to that Black Magic intense front flipping point through the power alley. Ooh, look at Dai Yoshihara diving in. Dean Carney taking out that front clip, punting it across the track. Slide him left for Carney, right for Yoshihara. And there it is. Yoshihara gets the victory. And Ryan, we have James Dean versus Alec Honadel. We're about to find out if it's enough to take down our current points leader, James Dean. Is he gonna play spoiler? James Dean initiates into that first outer zone. Honadel way back and right out of the gate. No problem for James Dean. James Dean continues through the course and makes quick work of Honadel. And you can see him trying to step it out. And Honadel, unfortunately. So this is a James Dean bye run here, Ryan. So James Dean will have his bye run. That means he advances on into the grade 8. Dean Denofa, they're going to be seeing competition, and this just further propels him towards the 2017 championship, Ryan.
Yeah, at this point, all the pressure is on Osbo. Dean has moved in to the grade 8, and Osbo is up next against JTP. This is an absolute must-win as Osbo looks on and watches his fellow competitor that keeps inching towards that championship trophy every battle that he moves forward in competition.
Christoph Splush pull to the line. Chelsea DeNova turn into the burn-up box. He's going to warm up. So it's a fairly equally matched battle. Here we go. Christoph Splush out front. HGK Motorsports. Achilles Radial Tires. Go ablaze. Chelsea DeNova right there on the door of the BMW. Chelsea applying the pressure. Woo! Through the power alley. Christoph and Chelsea go. Transition, taking out that front clip. Christoph into that outer zone. A little weeble wobble, but he does not fall down. Into that final front clip. It's go time. Send it. Chelsea DeNova. Christoph Splush. What are we going to see? Who's going to come out on top? Who's going on to the Great 8? Chelsea DeNova initiates. Christoph's not with the pressure we just saw from DeNova. But just as I say that, he reels him in. Throws a hook into the door. You can see that Christoph Splush off of that rear clipping zone through the power alley. Past that front clip. Into that final outer zone. Chelsea fills it. So does Christoph. Into that final clipping point. Round of applause for these two gladiators. Ryan says, Chelsea DeNova. Brian says, Chelsea DeNova gets the win. I have a feeling that Justin's really going to apply the pressure here. Osbo out front. Pollock in the chase position. Through that start chicane, we got a clean start. Frederick Osbo initiates. Filling all that rear outer zone. Nice job by Osbo. Justin Pollock trying to be the black shadow that he is. Into that front flip, now into the power alley, really pulling away, severing himself. That four-cylinder turbo just nicking the edge of that front clip. Boom. Like I said, the robot puts it into the right spots. And it's a clean start. Into the Black Magic Intense. Clipping points. Filling it all. Justin Pollock throwing some gangster angle at it. Into that first clip. Scaring that Black Magic clip and knocking it over. Big, deep angle by Pollock. Pollock putting down a very signature line. Big, massive angle. Wraps it around. Here we are, the results. Slide him left for Pollock, right for, and it's a one more time. Justin Pollock. So here we go, into that outer zone. And there's Pollock on the door. So it seems like he takes that little shallower line. Not as shallow as I saw previously from Gucci. And into that power alley. Shortening up some angle. And you can see him gain that ground. Rip up into that outer zone. Justin Pollock out front. Osbo in the chase position. Quick little feint entry into the outside zone. And Frederick Osbo nosed in, not mimicking the angle all the way, but really showing some proximity dominance. As Pollock taps over that front clip, filling all of that outer zone, is Justin Pollock and Frederick Osbo. But does Osbo have a fighting chance still in the championship? And there it is, unanimously. Frederick Osbo gets the victory. Both two JZs, but two very different driving styles, competitors. And now here we go. Ryan Tuerck, Ken Gucci. Send it into that first outside clipping zone. Ryan Tuerck all the way out in the outside zone. Ken Gucci for going in to gain that proximity, that angle. You can see him knocking over that front flip. Now into the power alley, gaining some ground. Big angle from Ryan Tuerck. That smoke signal, that smoke line is really in Ken Gucci's face. Ryan Tuerck getting all the way out to the outside zone, tightening up to that final front clip. Ken Gucci out front, ready performance. Toyota Racing, Toyota GT86 quickly initiating into that outside zone. You can see that separation there, Ryan, you're talking about that. Ken Gucci missed out on that outside zone. Now through the power alley goes Gucci and Tuerck. Into the final outside zone. Here we go, Ken Gucci, Ryan Tuerck, who's advancing on. One more time from Ryan. Brian saying, oh, Andy's saying Ken Gucci, and Brian saying one more time. And away they go through the start chicane. Let's see what kind of approach, Ryan. We had very different strategies there on that last run. Ryan Tuerck throws it in, big angle there. Past that front clip into the power alley. You can see him filling all that rear zone. Ryan Tuerck lunging forward. Ken Gucci falling back. Ryan Tuerck just barely dipping his hand-cooked tire in the corner of that outside zone. In the chase position, the 86 of Ryan Tuerck. Ryan Tuerck giving himself some distance there. I don't know if that's going to pay off. Quickly, Ken Gucci throws some angle at Ryan Tuerck. Now, being left in that next entire smoke, now gaining some ground. Into that final outer zone goes Ken Gucci and Ryan Turk. Ryan, Brian, and Andy. Ryan says one more time. They went two one more times last year. Brian says Ken Gucci, and Andy says Ken Gucci gets the win. All right, so unfortunately we are hearing that Matt Kaufman, who was our #2 qualifier, at one point our #1 qualifier, has popped his engine, and that means Matt Kaufman is unable to run. So it'll be a bye run for Vaughn Gittin Jr. and his Monster Energy Nitto Tire Ford Performance Mustang RTR. Vaughn Gittin Jr. will advance on into the Great Eight. All right, Michael Essa, the Essa Autosports Achilles Radial BMW on the line. Chris Forsberg warming up his hand-cooked tires. Chris Forsberg, 3-time and defending Formula Chip champion, NOS Energy Drink. 370Z on hand-cooked tires in that chase position. Essa initiates strongly, whips it into that outer zone. Essa pulls past that front clip, pushing his bumper all over the track. And now, ripping through the power alley is Essa and Forsberg. Into that outer zone goes Essa. Chris Forsberg, NOS Energy 370Z on hand-cooked tires out front. Essa Autosports, Achilles Radial, BMW right to the door of Forsberg. Transitions into that first front clip, coming to the power alley. Michael Essa not getting out to that second outer zone, now coming into the third and final zone. Filling all of it as Forsberg, and Essa goes into the tire wall. And Michael Essa goes hard into the tire wall. Let's make sure he's okay. It looks like we did see some hands waving.
As we go to the winner of Chris Forsberg and Michael Essa. And there you go, Chris Forsberg moves on.
Odi Bakshish, Jonathan Castro. One battle between them, and here comes Odi Bakshish, Falcon Tires. V8 S14, Jonathan Castro in that chase position. What do you got? Odi initiates. Wow, look at that quickly. Castro sticks to the side of that S14 of Odi Bakshish. And through the power alley goes Odi and Castro. Oh, Odi flirting with that tire wall. He tags it. Castro takes out that final front clip. Castro out front. Bakshish in the chase position. Into the outer zone goes Castro. Nice job. Bakshish right there. Did a good job into that outer zone. Now into the power alley. Castro, a little bit more angle than that of Bakshish. Into that final outer zone. Castro rides that white line and crosses the finish line. Who's moving on, Castro or Bakshish? And all judges, it's Odi Bakshish. Vincic qualifying 6th compared to Dai Yoshihara's 11th. Peter Vincic out front. Throws it into the outer zone. Dai Yoshihara middle of the road, middle of the line. Vincic wide around that first front clip. Very fast into the power alley, but cannot shake Yoshihara. Transitioning into the outer zone, filling all of it is Vincic. Yoshihara just about a tire length beyond front. Peter Vincic will give chase. Dai initiates in the outer zone. Peter Vincic right there. Then pulls away. Oh, Peter. It's hard to see in the darkness. Didn't know if there was some contact as they come out of the power alley into that final rear clipping zone. Dai getting all the way in, and look at Vincic applying the pressure. Do we have a winner advancing on to the Great 8? Ryan says Dai Yoshihara. Andy says Peter Vincic. Brian says Dai Yoshihara. And this is it, the Great 8. James Dean, Chelsea DeNova. This should be a fun one. And extinguish. It's Senate time. James Dean out front. Chelsea DeNova in the chase position. Into that outer zone goes James Dean. Whoa, sparks flying. Chelsea DeNova causing his own fireworks. Right there on the tail end of that Falcon 15 through the power alley. The 2J firing off, sparks flying. Chelsea DeNova shallows up. Does not get all the way to that outside zone. Might see some sparks in James Dean's face. Hopefully his spotter's in his ear and says, watch out, here we go. Boom, Chelsea initiates into that outside zone. James Dean, the machine, mimicking the angle of difference of tire. Big angle from Denofa. Massive angle, almost perpendicular. Brings it into that final outer zone, shores up, takes out that front clip. Where are we going? Denofa, Diener, one more time. There's a one more time from Ryan. And Brian says James Dean. Andy says James Dean gets the victory. Right now it's Frederick Osbo and Ken Gushue, so have your lights on, have them down. As Frederick Osbo and Ken Gushue go by, shine your lights on them. Let's get a light wave going past as Osbo initiates into that first outer zone. Coming into that first front clip, Ken Gushue right there. It's all Toyota Racing battle. Shine your lights on them, people. Here we go, Texas, shining on them. Frederick Osbo, Ken Gushue into that last outer zone, filling the outer zone. And into that final clip goes Osbo and Gushue. And here we go, Gushue out front, Osbo in the chase position. The OG versus the Norwegian Hammer. Gushue initiate into that outer zone. Frederick Osbo lunging forward, even tapping the brakes while doing so into the power alley. Big angle from Gushue, shining on him. As Gushue and Osbo pass that outer zone into that final front clip. Ryan, Brian, and Andy are three judges. Ryan says Frederick Osbo. Brian and Andy say? Andy says Ken Gushue. And Brian says one more time. The Rockstar Energy Drink, Toyota Corolla IM on Nexus tires, initiates into that first outer zone. Ken Gushue drops back. Can he gain some ground? And he does. Nice job by the Gushue. Through the power alley. Whoa, Gushue falling off, getting into the dirt. And into that final outer zone is Osbo. And here comes Ken Gushue. Out of the chicane and into that outer zone. Bam, quickly, straight line approach by the Gushue. Ken Gushue take out second in points. Toyota Racing teammate Frederick Osbo. Osbo got a fire back. Lunges forward. Into that final rear clipping zone goes Gushue. Osbo shallows it up a little bit. Ryan, Brian, and Andy say. Ryan says Osbo. Brian says. Andy says Gushue. Brian says Frederick Osbo gets the win. Vaughn Gittin Jr. and Chris Forsberg. We have the one more time battle of Osbo and Gushue right now. Forsberg and Gittin. Forsberg, feint entry into that outside zone. Vaughn Gittin Jr. chases him down. Some more sparks flying from another Mustang RTR. Flames shoot out of the hood. Vaughn exploding. The Black Magic, flipping point. Chris Forsberg ripping through the power alley. Vaughn Gittin Jr. off course. Into the dirt goes Vaughn Gittin Jr. Chris Forsberg continues through into the outer zone. And Vaughn Gittin Jr. and Chris Forsberg. Chris leaves a little early, which is allowed, and we have a clean start. No cones are hit. Vaughn Gittin Jr. initiates into that outer zone. Chris Forsberg shallowing up, not getting all the way to the outside zone as Vaughn fills it up. Past that first front clip. Into the power alley. Sparks being thrown. Chris Forsberg playing catch up here as Vaughn brings it into that final outer zone. And Chris Forsberg into that final clip and around it. And here is the verdict quickly. Vaughn Gittin Jr. and Chris Forsberg slide him left for Vaughn and right for Chris the Force Forsberg. Chris Forsberg advances on.
And definitely one to watch for here, Daijiro Yoshihara, former champion. Strong performance this weekend as well.
Odi Bakshi's out front. Dai Yoshihara in the chase position. And away they go. Odi initiates straight line approach. Good job by him. Dai Yoshihara tucking into that Falcon tire smoke. Past that front clip just nudging it over. Looked like a drop scared in fear. As Odi into the power alley. Dai Yoshihara going to rally racing on his own. Coming in hot to that rear clipping zone. Gains some composure and then brings it around. That car out front. Bakshi's in the chase position. And we have a clean start. Goes in that first outer zone. Yoshihara, Odi Bakshi's right there. And looks like that point fell over once again. Odi! Really coming at it. I want to look at this run again. Really fixated on Odi Bakshi's. Looks like he hung it out there quite a bit. Ryan says one more time. Brian and Andy say. Brian says Odie Bakshi's. Andy says one more time. They're going at it again. So no telltale sign of who's going to come out on top. But right now it's all about Odie Bakshi's and that of Dai Yoshihara. Put a quick blip and rip out of that zone into the power rally. Whoa! Odie Bakshi's getting into that outer zone. Dai Yoshihara finding some grass. Who's moving on to go against Chris Forsberg? Looks like we have a clean start into that Black Magic Intense clipping point. Here they go again into that power rally. Finally wrapping around it, all the way into that zone. Look at Odie Bakshi's surging forward as Bakshi's. We've seen Odie grab a victory earlier this year. Can he get on the box again? And Odie Bakshi's. Bakshi's, after seeing that chase run, unfortunately Dai had the mistake. Slide him left for Dai, right for Odie Bakshi's. Gets the victory. All right, so as we see the next tires being warmed up by Fredrik, the Norwegian Hammer Osbo, James Dean will lead. James Dean out front. And here comes Fredrik Osbo. What kind of chase run are we going to see from Osbo? James Dean, big angle there. Nice job by Dean in the power alley, massaging it into that outer zone. Fredrik Osbo tucks into that smoke trail. And then into that final outer zone goes James Dean. You see Osbo. Again, James Dean, if he loses, is guaranteed third place, but he wants to go for the win. And Osbo wants to get it to still be in contention for the championship. Osbo initiates. James Dean is right there in the mix, almost melding headlights together. Melding minds right now, Osbo and James Dean through the power rally. Dialed in is Osbo, massaging the back end of that Silvia S15. Not all the way out to that zone is James Dean. Ryan says one more time. Brian says James Dean. Is that correct? Okay, just want to make sure. And Andy says James Dean.
Chris Forsberg or Odie Bakshi's.
Let's send it. Texas Motor Speedway. Odie Bakshi's, Chris Forsberg. Initiated into that first Black Magic Intense clipping zone. Hammering down past that first front clip, knocking it over in fear. Through the power alley goes Odie Bakshi's. Crazy angle, hammering down into that final outer zone goes Odie Bakshi's. Chris Forsberg shortens it up, just dips his backhand cook left tire. Final battle of the final four. Here's Chris Forsberg initiating. Odie Bakshi's right there. Big angle from Forsberg, overshoots that first front clip. Now into that power alley. Big angle from Forsberg, bringing it into that tight front clip. Oh, big transition from Odie Bakshi's. Odie rotates. Odie rotates as he exited the power alley going into. Ryan, Brian, and Andy, you can slide up left for Forsberg, right for Bakshi's, and there it is. Chris Forsberg gets the victory. Make some noise. Stomp your feet, Texas. These are the finals. James Dean of the Wordhouse Drift Team, Falcon Tires S15, Chris Forsberg of NOS Engineering, 370 on Hankook Tires, send it, Texas! James Dean throws it into the Black Magic outside zone. Forsberg firing off, out the hood and out the back. James Dean pulls into the power alley, powering through and doing just that. Sending it into that final rear clipping zone. Chris Forsberg looks like it's thrown off a little bit as he entered out of that power alley. And across the finish line, 1, 2, 3, send it, Texas! Chris Forsberg leading, James Dean in the chase position. Chris Forsberg in that sweeper, James Dean lunging forward to the door of the Z. Chris Forsberg with a wide swing, now bringing it into the power alley. As James Dean inches closer and closer past that front clip, into that outer zone goes Forsberg, and James Dean cannot be shaken, stirred. The luck of the Irish is on his side. Your winner here, round 7 of the Black Magic Formula Drift Pro Championship, presented by Blackview Dash Cameras, is unanimously James Dean is your winner here at Texas Motor Speedway. James Dean grabs the win here at Texas Motor Speedway, tying the record for most wins in a Formula Drift season. Congratulations to James.
as the big machine gets picked up by his teammates.